What?
My soccer game. It's the Cup quarterfinals.
Right. I'll do my absolute best to be there. Okay, can we all settle down? Can we settle? Can we get everybody? Hey, y'all know me. I'm Mr. Bird, your headmaster. I'm going to be taking over class here for... Ah! You don't hit. What is your name? Wow.
Where's Missy Loki?
She's on vacation.
For how long?
It's kind of a permanent vacation.
You fired her.
No, I didn't fire her. She left on her own volition.
Huh?
Free will. She wanted to.
Is she sick?
No, she's not sick. She's great. She's fine. She's in the pink and the green. The fact is, she won $1 zillion in the California lottery, and now... Well, what's the matter?
There's something wrong with him. He's
Hyperactive? Hypersensitive? Hypochondriacal? What's the matter?
I'm hyperglycemic.
What?
I'm hyperglycemic and I have to eat now.
You have to eat. It's a little early for lunch. All right, okay. Field trip. We're all going to Muir's for shave ice. Form a line. There we go. Form a line. Hey.
Let's get a Griffins on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, Griffins! Let's go! Dad, go get them!
You a winger? Yeah. Why? Somebody get sick?
Let's go, Zeke! Come on, Zeke!
Douglas?
Yeah.
You don't know me. My name is Allison Oliver.
Oliver. Do you have a child at this school?
No.
How can I help you?
We have a mutual acquaintance, Glenn Kaeva.
Oh, you're a friend of Glenn's.
This isn't easy for me. Do you mind if I smoke?
I'd prefer if you didn't. Yeah, it really sets off my allergies.
Glenn and I, we met about 3 years ago at a State of Hawaii agricultural conference. I was his cocktail waitress. And then we went out for cocktails, and one thing led to another, and another. And now you two are getting married.
Let me get this straight. You and Glenn...
It's over. I ended it last week. I mean, I'm not going to sit around being some man's mistress waiting for him to leave his wife. I've done that once already. Look, I just felt I should tell you, woman to woman, what kind of man you're planning to spend the rest of your life with. No, that's not true. I came here because I wanted to hurt him the way he hurt me.
my courage and asked her on the off chance that she could go, and the chance paid off. So I guess you can throw away that big lighter of yours. What's that?
Hamburger helper.
What was it before you helped it?
You're not worried she might be too much woman for you?
What?
Well, it's a concern. I mean, Crystal used to date Junior, and she's obviously pretty experienced. And, you know, well, you're a...
Hey, the last thing any girl wants is a guy with a lot of notches on his bedpost. I, for one, have a pristine bedpost. I think that's a big selling point.
Harry. Oh, Harry. I thought of you every minute of every hour of every day that we've been apart. And I know you've suffered too.
Marie, you just flew out here from New Haven? All alone?
Yeah, I cashed a check for my college fund. I mean, what is college anyway? As long as we can be together. What happened to your hair?
What?
Oh. Doesn't matter. I love you anyway.
I know it's the middle of the night there. Mrs. Mason, Marie is here. Yeah. No, she's fine. She's absolutely fine. She's just... Well, no, I don't think Harry lured her out here. I think kids are kids. Kids do crazy things, yeah. I'm not saying your daughter's crazy, Mrs. Mason. Excuse me. How'd it go?
We won the game.
Attaboy, did you score? Okay. What? No. I was talking to my other boy. Okay. Uh-huh. Well.
With me living.
Listen, it's late. Marie's exhausted. She and Harry are having a conversation. Trust me, she'll be on a plane home first thing tomorrow.
You don't love me anymore?
It's just, you know, we're 5,000 miles apart. I'm just trying to be practical.
Love isn't practical, Harry. I came all this way to be with you, and you're acting like you just don't care.
Oh, Marie, please don't cry.
You're rejecting me.
No, I'm not. It's just, you know, I'm just trying to be realistic. You know, because we're young, and we've got so much left to do with our lives, like English and advanced placement tests. Look, what's probably going to happen is that we'll leave high school and we'll go to college together, and we'll get married and have a couple of dogs, but that's way in the future, and right now there's a long, twisted, overgrown path ahead of us, and I just want to be sure that we are totally ready before we go down it. Okay? Marie? Marie?
So he jumped on a plane, and he's here at my doorstep an hour later. Amazing. This is a man who can never clear his schedule, and he's here faster than the pizza delivery guy. I'll tell you one thing. He immediately regretted he came. I mean, I let him have it with both barrels. There was blood all over the wall, and it wasn't mine.
Well, you're well within your rights.
You know the funniest thing? He kept saying, but you're the one I want. You're the one I want to marry. As if he's some elusive prize we've both been competing for. Can you believe the ego?
Well, from a purely selfish point of view, I'm delighted.
You are?
Now I don't have to look for a new dean.
Oh, no. I'm still going to marry him. Sam, I'm very pragmatic about your gender. Glenn and I have had a crazy long-distance relationship, but I wasn't giving him a whole lot of time either. I'm not excusing what he did. The important thing is, I've made my position very clear. He dumped her. It's over. You think I'm an idiot?
No, I I think you're very forgiving.
So what's wrong with being forgiving?
Well, listen, it's your life, hey, Lonnie. I'm sure that you and Glenn will be very happy together.
You would have behaved better, of course.
Since you asked me, yeah, I would have.
You never cheated on your wife or a girlfriend, ever?
Not my wife. And I'll tell you this, I wouldn't be sneaking around the Bally Hideaway Hotel with some dishwater blonde while you were grading papers.
What dishwater blonde?
I don't think I should get into this.
Well, I do. What happened at the Bali Hideaway? Did you know about this? You knew about her and you deliberately hid it from me?
What was I supposed to say?
You could have said something. It's the old boys club thing, isn't it? Guys always have to stick together.
This is ridiculous. Oh, come on, I'm having a very busy day. And I really regret having this conversation. Now, if this is a guy you want to place all your bets on, go ahead. But I got a kindergarten class to teach.
What's this?
It's for you. Origami's kind of a hobby of mine.
What are your other hobbies? Bothering girls in the hallway?
Hey, you want to go to Hula Palooza concert with me on Friday night?
In Honolulu? No.
Why not?
You're a really pushy guy, you know that? I mean, you give me a paper flower and you think I'm just gonna fly to Honolulu with you?
What is it with you? Are you always this rude to people just trying to get to know you?
No, sometimes I'm ruder.
I'm so psyched about this concert. Have I told you how psyched I am?
Yeah, you told me.
Well, I am. I'm psyched.
Harry! Great news. I've been having this earache, so your dad sent me to the doctor. Turns out I have a low-grade ear infection. It's not serious, but who can say when it's going to clear up? Can you believe it? I can't fly. I could be here for weeks, especially if I don't take my antibiotics. Who's this?
Crystal, this is Marie, a friend of mine from back east. And Marie, this is Crystal, another friend.
Well, look what I brought, a picnic. I thought we could sit out on the lawn and I could feed you grapes like the old days.
Great. Hey, why don't you get us a spot, and I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. See ya.
What, that's your girlfriend?
Well,
And she
yeah.
flew here to see you.
Well, yeah, but
And she's staying with you in your house.
Crystal, she just showed up on my doorstep. Crystal?
Hey, have a nice picnic, Kay.
Does this mean the concert's off?
Good save. Now come out a little bit more, cut down on the angle, just stay on your toes. Good. There you go.
Stop, Caleb. Robert, you got a second?
Robin.
Robin, I'm sorry. I'm a little out of it. I just got through with a pacemaking session with my kindergarten students. Listen, I got a call from Waimaha High School.
You got some on your face, too. Yeah.
I get it?
Yeah.
Okay. One of their under-12 soccer players suffered a mild concussion in yesterday's game. Zeke took a lick at him. What was that about?
Oh, it's just one of those things.
One of those things. The kid wound up in the hospital.
Oh, well, that I didn't know.
I think Zeke should at least be suspended, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't agree?
Well, I think there's a lot of misconceptions about soccer. You know, it's not just some kick around the grass. You know, it's a hard sport. And I was watching this game that came on over this satellite from Argentina. These guys were just cool.
Whoa, Rob, Argentina? We're talking about my boy here. I've given him endless lectures about fighting. I'm not prepared to overlook this. Frankly, I don't even know why we're having this argument. You practice team discipline in soccer, too.
Okay, you made your point, but just make it for one game. Sam, he's my best player.
You know what bugs me is he hits on me. And then when I say no, he turns it into my problem. What is that? Projection? Insecurity?
Hormones. Can I ask you something? Do you like her?
How
can I like Todd? I don't even know Todd.
You had this whole psychological profile going there for a second.
Yeah, but I don't know him.
Would you like to get to know him?
Why are you obsessed with Todd all of a sudden?
Isn't that what we're talking about?
What happened there?
I was surfing, grazed it on some coral.
Maybe that's something you can explain to me. What is the big appeal about surfing? I mean, I'm always reading about these horrific accidents. What are you going to do if you break your neck or get your leg bitten off by a shark?
I'd hop. I'd be the hopping head shrinker from Honolulu, Hawaii.
You know, you have this way of maneuvering me into discussing things I don't necessarily want to discuss, and I really resent it. It's very manipulative. Why don't you just come out and say what's on your mind?
Okay. I think you're really interested in going on a date with Todd, but you're too scared to say yes. And if you really want to know the appeal of surfing, I'll tell you. Sure, it's risky. Sure, there's some danger involved. But when you catch the right wave, it's one hell of a terrific ride.
I'm very disappointed. I thought we put this fighting business behind us.
He was bugging me.
Mr. Lammy's going to suspend you for one game, and if this happens again, believe me, you won't play soccer the rest of the term.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, I know. That is so true.
Franny, get off the phone and set the table. Come on, honey. It's the only time we got together as a family.
Todd, I gotta go. It became family hour all of a sudden. See you Friday.
Who is that?
Todd?
Todd. Would that be the soulful and slow-eyed Todd?
I think it's great you got a date, honey. What do you got planned?
Dad.
Sorry, I get to ask date questions.
Ah, what are you doing?
Your ends are a mess. We're just going to a concert.
Oh. And Todd is...
He's a primate, Dad. What do you want to know?
Marie, honey, if you're going to do that, why don't you put a little newspaper on the floor or something? Well, does he have a car?
No.
Well, how are you going to get to the concert?
In his plane.
His plane.
Yeah, he's a pilot. We're flying to the concert in Honolulu. We'll be back the same night. He's a very good pilot. He's never had a ticket.
You know what would be really awesome? A double plane date. We have tickets to this concert, right?
No, I gotta think my dad's making the right call on this one there, Marie.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Buddy Holly, that's what I'm talking about. The Big Bopper, Richie Valens, Jim Croce, Leonard Skinner, Stevie Ray Vaughan. You put people who play music or have anything to do with music together on a private plane, and you're asking for it.
That's ridiculous.
Well, what about your ear? I thought you were supposed to be sick.
Marie's ears are not the issue here. I'm not allowing anyone to fly anywhere with a 17-year-old in controls.
Good.
But, Dad, I really...
No, the debate is over.
This is so typical. It's like a metaphor. Two women who want to fly and two men who want to hold them down out of fear. Oh!
Of course. I want to go with you, Marie. I just don't want to fly there.
Well, I'm devastated. My whole image of you as a romantic is just shattered.
I am the soul of romance. But I'm Lord Byron. Look, I will write poetry for you. I'll even wear a scarf on my head. But I'm not going to fly in a small plane with you.
Harry, what's the worst that can happen? We crash and die in each other's arms.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
In the words of the Smiths, to die by your side, the pleasure and privilege is mine. That's the way I feel about you, Harry.
You know, some very famous people have equated the death instinct with the sexual act. That is, it's the best way to get close to your own mortality without actually having to die. I think that's a very profound observation.
think would help our relationship to grow?
I have a notion.
Franny has his therapist, right?
Uh-huh.
Maybe we should go see him.
Why?
Well, look at us, Harry. I'm standing here trying to have a grown-up conversation with you, and all you can think about is sex.
Lobster.
Rare moment here on
Hey, Alan, how's it going?
Peachy creamy.
Yeah, that's a nice guitar you got there. How would you like to come to my kindergarten class? Play a few songs? Alan?
That cloud up there looks just like Stalin, doesn't it? There's his nose, there's his mustache. Well, there goes his pipe.
Yeah, nothing big, really. You know, wheels on a bus, B-I-N-G-O, that kind of thing. You know, could you do it, please?
Sure.
Great. Music's my last resort here. I've tried everything with these kids. They got, like, 0 attention spans.
Huh? Piccolo, they hold the microphone. 3 blind mice. See how they run. See how they run. They all chased after the farmer's wife. She chopped off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life? 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. Piccolo, the old microphone. 3 blind. You know, when you think about it, this is kind of a violent song. And I just want all you kids to understand that I'm opposed to violence. Just because I'm singing about chopping tails off of mice doesn't mean that I endorse that kind of behavior. I mean, it's barbaric. What was this woman thinking about running around after a bunch of mice with a knife? I mean, rodents get a very bad rap. Mice are clean creatures. And we could all learn a lot about how to run our lives from a rat.
Alan,
You're losing. I'm just saying we're all God's creatures.
can you just get back to the song?
One more thing. When you think about it, you gotta be very careful with these nursery rhymes.
Maybe we'd be better off finger painting!
Mr. Bird? I'm Todd Matsuoka.
So you're Todd.
I just wanted to show you these. This is my pilot's license. It's multi-engine. I've also got 20 hours flying in jets. I'm not sure if that means anything to you, but if I was over 21, I'd be flying jumbos.
Todd?
My logbook. 320 hours flying time. My certificate for winning the Punakai Harbor Navigational Race.
Todd, this is all very impressive. But I just don't feel comfortable letting Franny fly in a plane with a 17-year-old.
Mr. Bird, I see Franny first thing every morning when she comes to class. Her locker's right next to mine. She looks real lonely sometimes, like she wants to make friends, doesn't know how. I'm just trying to, like, you know, get to know her.
Can't you get to know her on the ground?
Flying's a lot safer than driving a car. There aren't drunk pilots up there, and you can't get a flat. I like Franny a lot, Mr. Bird. I'd never put her in any danger.
I want her back by midnight.
Thanks.
And no barrel rolls.
First of all, I'd like to thank you for agreeing to see us.
Well, I'm always glad to get a referral. Like some fruit?
Sure.
Now, I've made a list of Harry's flaws. Why don't we start by running them down in order of importance? First of all, emotions. He has none. Second, communication. to him. It's like talking to a cactus. Third, sarcasm. He uses it as a defense. Fourth, he picks his ears with pencils.
He does?
Yeah, he doesn't even know he's doing it, but, they're all black inside. It's disgusting. Okay, where was I? Oh, gosh. Bathroom habits.
Harry, could you wait outside, please? I'd like to talk to Marie alone.
Why? What happened?
That man is a total quack. I think he got his license out of a cereal box. Do you know what he had the nerve to say to me? The whole reason for me coming out here was not to see you, but to spite my parents. Like, wow, I make this romantic gesture, and he turns it into hostility. But what do you expect from a shrink whose office looks like a snack shack?
Sorry about that.
Are we still mad at each other?
No, I'm too tired to be mad.
Good. Because I've forgiven you, too.
Great.
I mean, you were right. You were in a very tough position, and I had no right to fly off the handle like that. To be honest, I think I reacted that way because I was embarrassed.
Well, the reason I didn't tell you is I was embarrassed, too. Hey, listen, we're planning your official send-off. Any objections to a wild bacchanalian orgy in the staff room?
Please, no fanfares. Let's face it, the last person anyone in the school misses is the dean.
Except the headmaster.
This is November 2981 uniform. Would like to taxi to runway at this time.
November 2981 uniform. Taxi
We have parachutes, right?
Shut up, you dweeb. Todd's got to concentrate.
Why? Did you at least do the checklist? Because I saw in the commercial where the pilot's supposed to walk around the plane before we take off, and you did that.
Todd is a pilot. He knows what he's doing.
A1 uniform, holding runway for straight out departure.
So, Todd, what got you interested in flying?
My dad, I guess. He owns an aerospace company.
Very, very bad feeling.
Really?
Ironic that it's Hawaii. Amelia Earhart was flying to right before she...
Well, my real inspiration was Ellison Onizuka, Hawaii's first astronaut. He died in a Challenger disaster, remember?
I worked for those people. You know, I can really see you as an astronaut.
She kept circling
November
around.
2981 uniform. Roger.
You have that kind of daredevil aura.
With the Pacific.
81 uniform. Approved clearance.
Hey, guys. Here we go.
Come fly with me. Come fly away with me.
Down there's the windward side of Oahu. You can see Honolulu in the distance.
This is so amazing.
There might be a little bit of turbulence over Cocoa Head, so buckle up.
Turbulence.
Bag. I need another bag.
We're all out.
Unfortunately, I'm not.
Well, can't you hold it till we land?
No, I can't.
1 second, Franny. 1 second.
Shouldn't you be driving?
Oh, my.
Too late.
That's fantastic, Todd. How did you do this? Harry, did you see this? Look at this bag.
Folks, it's time to skedaddle into Color Tile and...
It couldn't be better. I gotta tell you, Sam, I had a nice little practice going here before your family arrived, but you guys have catapulted me into another income tax bracket.
I'll have Sonny and Manu drop by next week for a little marriage counseling.
So, what's up?
Zeke's been fighting again. I don't know what to do with that boy. I've tried persuasion, threats, punishment. Nothing seems to click. Oh, my kindergarten teacher won the lottery and quit on me. What a mess. So I'm picking up the slack. Want some artwork for your office? Gotta take these home, put some gold stars on them.
I like this one.
I just keep having them paint. I don't know what else to do with them. I mean, they're just wild. They're all over the place.
These are kind of interesting. You give these kids any special assignment?
No, just express yourselves and shut up.
Well, with the exception of this upside-down coconut tree and this dog with 5 legs, they all seem to have drawn different versions of the same woman.
Miss Inoki, that's the kindergarten teacher that quit.
Don't take it personally, Sam. This isn't about you. It's about their relationship with her. She leaves abruptly after striking it rich. Kids can't understand that. They just assume she abandoned them. So what do? They do what kids always do. They act out. Don't worry. They'll settle down in a couple of weeks. So tell me about Zeke. He's fighting again?
So frustrating. The other day at a soccer game, he just completely wiped this kid out. For no reason at all.
There's always a reason. How did it start?
I don't know. I wasn't actually there to see it. But...
For a walk, like you told me to.
I need you to stick around for a second. We need to talk. I should have been at your soccer game, but I wasn't. And I should have helped you with your homework, and I didn't. See, there's been a lot of problems at work this week, and not that my problems should be your problems. Or Harry's, for that matter. I mean, he's had this girl here, and I've been like nowhere for him. I've been teaching these kindergarten kids, and suddenly I realized that I barely remember you at that age. I remember taking you to ball games and stuff, but when it came down to actually taking care of you, that was Mom's job. So now it's my turn to pick up the slack. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you feel I'm not taking care of you properly, you gotta let me know, okay?
Okay.
And I mean by talking to me, not by taking it out on some kid on the soccer field or wherever.
You want to come on a walk with me? Unless you're busy.
I'd love to. I'll even scoop the poop.
Come look at this here.
I can't believe you, Harry, to sit through a whole concert wearing earplugs.
Well, it's important to learn from the mistakes of our past generations. Pete Townshend's deaf, you know.
He's also old.
I thought it was really excellent.
Me too.
Well, almost loud, though.
Yeah, maybe in that second set.
Yeah, with the opening dance.
It was really good. This is way cool.
Yeah, I love these colors.
Try it on.
What do you think?
You're asking me. It's so you. It just screams, I'm yours, take me home.
Are you sure that's Sure talking?
I know what we should do. We should all have our portraits done.
Todd, you obviously have a great eye. Maybe you should pick us an artist.
Sure.
I'm this close to decking her.
Who?
Marie, are you blind? She spent the whole evening fawning over my date.
Don't worry, Marie's crazy over me. A little too crazy, to be honest. Hey, this is a cool lava lava. What do you think?
I think I'd like to take it and wrap it around your little girlfriend's neck. Todd?
Franny.
Harry?
Marie?
That's it. I'm all packed. Harry,
I don't want to talk about this, Marie.
I don't know why you keep punishing me like this. It was just a kiss. Franny,
Marie, I have nothing to say to you. You're a cheap manipulator, and that's my hickey you're wearing.
Ready?
Harry, this isn't how I want to leave things.
Well, you're not coming to the airport with us?
No.
Don't mad at each other. Something happened. I don't have all the details.
Oh. Well, you're all packed, right?
I know I've let you down. And someday you'll see that I acted out of hurt and confusion. And you're not blameless. You know, you have a very passive-aggressive personality. You drove me to it. And someday, maybe, when enough sand has run through the hourglass, you'll forgive me.
And that would have to be a very big glass. Last night, that's got to be one of the longest nights of my life.
Look on the bright side. I did puke all over his upholstery.
You know, I wouldn't waste too much energy being angry with Todd. Take it from someone who knows. Marie can be pretty hard to resist.
But didn't it ever occur to you back in New Haven that she's a total nutball?
Well, I didn't think she was this nuts. But you know, you're holding a girl, and she's all warm and soft against you, and her hair smells great. All her personality defects just seem to melt away.
Find out what kind of shampoo she uses, because that never works for me.
Great! Great! All right! Oh, you guys look great!
Terrific! Listen, Miss Douglas, she's going to be here any minute, so remember, start singing as soon as she gets here, okay?
Hi! It's me! This is fate. Or something. I'm leaving. I'll miss you.
Marie.
I know you're confused. I'm wondering what we mean to each other. And it's cruel that we're not going to have a chance to figure that out. But when you're flying up there in the clouds, maybe you'll look out over the horizon and think of me. Here's my phone number, too.
everybody. Here we go. Everybody get in here. Remember, where's okay? Got the sign, everything? Okay. Aloha oi. Remember? Here we go. Ready?
I told you I didn't want any fanfare.
Come on.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, you guys. Thank you.
Right. Come on,
Thank
come on.
you. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Thank you.
Well, take care of yourself. Good luck with married life. I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you, too.
Hey, Lonnie. Hey, Lonnie Douglas.
Yes.
I'm Kylie Johnson. I flew here to see you, so this is a fortunate coincidence. Or unfortunate, depending on which way you look at it.
Do I know you?
Don't play games with me, Miss Douglas. I've got your number. I've met a million women like you. Glenn and I have spent 3 years building a life together. And I'm not going to let him go without a fight. You think this is funny?
You say you've got my number? Well, I've got your number, Kylie, and you're number 3.
Excuse me?
Would you take me home, please?
Excuse me. I'd like an explanation.
If you want an explanation, call Gwen. Well, the perfect end to the perfect day.
Why don't you take a couple days off? I can manage.
Can't believe he strung along 3 women like that. I guess he just told us all what we wanted to hear.
There's a lot of jerks out there.
Yeah, well, I've dated a few of them. I keep telling myself, I'm not going to make the same mistake. And I didn't. Glenn is just a new mistake.
I'll never trust a Harvard man.
How about hate? And what do I do with this? I feel so alone, Sam.
Believe me, I know the feeling. What you gotta do is reach out to your friends.
And would it be imposing on a friend to ask for a hug? Because I could really use one right about now.
Charles Gibson.
And